8 reasons why you should buy Fujifilm X-PRO3 right now and not wait for Fujifilm X-PRO4. Let's talk about this now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Tudor Matescu and in this video I want to share with you why I feel that X-PRO3 is a perfect camera to buy right now if you want the analog experience, if you want a digital camera, and if you want an extraordinary camera. Let me tell you and share with you from my long experience with Fujifilm X-PRO3 why this camera it is perfection. The first reason is the feeling in the hand. How you are feeling this camera in your hand. This camera it is amazing from the moment that you are touching it. It's as amazing or maybe more amazing as X100V. The metal feeling, the grip, all it is wow. When you are putting the hand on it for the first time, all it's wow. And it's not just me. I've shared my camera with my friends and with other people, and every time they put the hand on Fujifilm X-PRO3 they said wow, this didn't happen with Fujifilm X-PRO4 or with another camera. So the feeling in the hand when you are putting your hand on this camera, it is wow. It is, you are feeling the premium build, you are feeling the premium quality of this camera just when you are touching the camera. The next big reason is the optical viewfinder. It's the optical viewfinder. When I took this camera and raised it to my eye for the first time and I looked to this optical viewfinder, being a little worried about optical viewfinder because lots of people criticized the optical viewfinder, I was wowed. It is clear, it is big. The eye point, it is better than the Fujifilm X-PRO2 eye point. So you can use this camera with glasses, but it's not just about the glasses. It's also for people who are not using glasses. It's very comfortable to raise the camera to your eye and be able to see and not to be forced to put your eye very close to the optical or the electronical viewfinder. So huge deal, this eye point. The eye point, it's very important. So the optical viewfinder with this beautiful eye point and with this clear glass and clear view are amazing. The experience with this optical viewfinder, it is top-notch experience. I love the optical viewfinder with lots of lenses, and I will get in a minute to the lenses part because there I have a very important thing to address. But the next reason is the sound of the shutter. Beautiful shutter sound, beautiful mechanical shutter sound. I am loving it. It is almost identical with a closed shutter, with an old closed shutter. So beautiful, that amazing experience, beautiful experience on the streets for family photography, for event photography, and so on. So the audible feedback, it is extremely nice and fun to use. So I'm really loving the mechanical shutter sound and also the front curtain sound and so on. So beautiful experience regarding the feedback that you get from this camera. The next huge point why you need an X-PRO3 right now, it's the weather sealing. This camera it is fully weather sealed, and with a fully weather sealed lens you can use the camera in very tough conditions. I've used this camera in a very wet snow, in rain and so on, and I really didn't have any problems. And I didn't feel the need to protect the camera. So I didn't protect the camera at all. Heavy wet snow on this camera and no problems at all. And I'm showing pictures done in that conditions with Fujifilm X-PRO3, and the feeling that I had at that photo shoot was again amazing, beautiful experience with this camera. The next point, it is image quality. Image quality, it is very important, and here I have a very important point to address. This is a 26 megapixel sensor, and this means that this sensor, it is working very well with all the APS-C lenses, If Fujifilm will launch a 40 megapixel sensor on X-PRO4, you will have there some possible problems with some lenses. I don't know how much, because I don't have yet the X-T5, but it is possible to have some problems with the 40 megapixel sensor. Why? Because it is hard to use, especially for street photography and for fast moving subject, a big sensor. I am using Sony a7R3. This camera has a 47 or a 42 megapixel sensor, and it's big, and its feeling on the streets is not very comfortable. And yes, it's having some IBIS, but IBIS it's not phenomenal, as we all know. But with all the IBIS, this sensor, it is hard to use because it's a big sensor. So in real world practice, for street photography, for wedding photography, for event photography, for family photography, those 40 megapixels, I really don't know at this time if they will be of any help. 26 megapixel for a well-composed image, it is sufficient. And you buy X-PRO3 or X-PRO2 or X-PRO4 because you love to make pictures, not to crop in, because you love to take the decisive moment, and so on. Yes, 40 megapixels can help you crop, but also 26 megapixels are helping you also to crop in. So the image quality, it is top notch, and I don't know why I feel that the image quality from X-PRO3, it is a little better than the image quality from X-E4. I don't know why, I really don't know, maybe the screen is better, but I feel it's something a little more filmish, a little more, I don't know, on X-PRO3. The differences are very small, I can't decide yet, but there is something special about the image quality that you get from X-PRO3. The next point is the screen. Yes, I know lots of users criticized the screen, but believe me, you will get used with the screen. You will really get used with the screen. The screen, it is very nice to be used like this. It's like using a Rolleiflex. The experience, the analog experience, it is great. And I feel that this screen, it is helping you be more invisible, more discreet on the streets. I don't know why, but it's working. It's working better than other cameras, and especially at night. You can take the screen down, take a picture, then you can close the screen like this. So it's an amazing experience. Also, the screen with the optical viewfinder are helping you have an amazing experience, because you can shoot at the eye level and then very easily shoot from the lower angle, like this, like a Rolleiflex. So the movement, it is very nice, very easy to do. It is flawless, I don't know, it is very comfortable. With a normal tilting screen that it is so well pushed in the body, you don't have that flow. It is harder. It's not like with the X-PRO3 screens. Yes, the screen will make you have one single problem. If you want to take vertical shots with the screen. Yes, if you want to take vertical shots with the screen, then it's a little strange to do this. But this is the idea, because you can't take vertical shots with the screen. You will be forced to use the optical viewfinder, and this is probably the main reason why you want to buy an X-PRO camera, because of the optical viewfinder and of the viewfinder. You don't buy X-PRO3, X-PRO4, X-PRO2 cameras, X-PRO1, because you want to use them like an X-E4. Buy an X-E4 then. So the screen, for me, it is perfection for the purpose of this camera, and I will talk about this point right now. So the next reason, it's because of the optical viewfinder and of the electronical viewfinder and of this screen. You have two cameras in one camera. You have an analog camera, a digital camera that it's offering you an analog experience, an amazing analog experience. So when I'm using this camera and I'm using a film camera, I feel the same experience. I feel the same experience. This is extremely important. It is wow, I feel the same experience. So you have an analog experience with this camera, especially if you are putting a manual focusing lens. So you can put the Voigtlander lenses that are a little expensive, but also some TT artisan lenses. The camera will look very good, will act very good, and the experience will be an analog experience. But you can use this camera as a digital camera too. So you can use the controls for analog experience, or you can put the controls in semi-auto mode or control mode and use the dials, and you can use the electronical viewfinder or the screen and so on. So this is a camera, this is what I love a lot about this camera, that it's able to be used in an analog way but also in a digital way. So it's two cameras in one camera. This is how I feel about X-PRO3. And the next big point is how the lenses are staying on X-PRO3 camera. But before telling you that, please subscribe now to my channel, because I'll post more content like this and how to set up your Fujifilm X-PRO3 camera for street photography and so on. So let's get to the lenses. Well, this is an huge point that I really need to address, that it's important for you to know. All the lenses, being big, small, with AF or without AF, manual focusing lenses, all the lenses are staying amazing on this camera. All the lenses are very well balanced on this body. So this is amazing. I love to put any lens on this camera. I don't say like on X-PRO4, well, this lens, it is too big for X-PRO4, I need to add a thumb grip to have a good grip of the camera. No, all the lenses are staying wow. So let me show you how this small lens, the 27mm f2.8 on Fujifilm X-PRO3 camera, it is staying. Lots of days I thought to myself to sell my X100V because Fujifilm X-PRO3 with the pancake 27mm f2.8 Mark II with aperture ring, it is very compact. It is slim and easy to carry as an X100V. Also, this is too with the 80mm f2 lens. So this is the 40mm King, check link in the card, from my point of view. And this camera is very compact, it's again as easy to carry as X100V. Huge deal here. But if I will mount this lens that it's bigger, Sigma 56mm f1.4, what will happen? Look, the camera it's staying amazing. The lens is staying amazing on the camera, and this 56mm f1.4 it's not blocking the viewfinder. So from small lenses to big lenses to AF lenses to manual focusing lenses, this X-PRO3 it is delivering, from the screen to the optical viewfinder to the versatility to the quality and so on. And also again 26 megapixels. I think it is the sweetest spot for APS-C, and yes, I will test and I will see in the future if that 40 megapixel sensor it is good to be used. But again, I have my doubts. For the moment I like it and I'm pro the 40 megapixels, but I really need to test it in real world to see if I will not have the problems that I had with Sony A7C, that is having that big sensor, but that big sensor it is forcing me to raise my shutter speed, to raise my ISO and so on, because my movement on the sensor it is very easily to be seen in the photo. So this is why I would not wait for X-PRO4. So if you want an X-PRO camera, the best deal from my point of view and the best camera to get, it is this. You will not be disappointed at all. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe now to my YouTube channel. Please give it a like, give it a share. Check my affiliate links if you want to buy an X-PRO3 or other lenses that I'm using for you and help me grow my channel and support my work. Thank you a lot, and check the other videos about Fujifilm X-PRO3 that will appear after me saying bye bye.